But
roster cuts.
Roster cuts are going on right now, and the news is broke as we rolled in.
Yep.
Dan Skipper released from the Detroit Lions roster. Me personally, I think he'll be back. We also had somebody that we know personally say that they met him or talked to him this week, and then he got an MRI.
Yeah, that is true. We
So
did
maybe
get a little insider information.
And you only get 2 IR designated
spots.
return going into the season.
Yeah.
You obviously have the NFI, the PUP, like there's different lists you have different guys on. But 2 like actual IR return, you only have 2 of those.
Yeah, Dan Skipper released from the Detroit Lions. Obviously, he was not waived because he's a veteran, but I agree. I think it's just some kind of gymnastics they're trying to do to make sure that he's going to be there. Dan Skipper is going to play for the Detroit Lions this year. Not too worried about that. Somebody that's probably not going to be playing for the Detroit Lions, though, is Hendon Hooker. He was released because he is bad at football. He had all the chances in the world to win this backup job. They wanted him to win the backup job. They wanted him to be the guy, but he was not. He is not, and he will not be that guy for the Detroit Lions. Hendon Hooker released.
No, hard pass.
Hendon Hooker released, and the Detroit Lions actually save, I'm pretty sure if I'm reading this correctly, $1.5 million in doing so. I'm looking at last year. I'm sorry. 1.2 million in doing so. So
By releasing Hendon Hooker?
maybe some of that goes to Darius Smith, something like that. But it's obvious if you guys watch preseason football, he was given every opportunity. I don't want to hear on this shit where he's not given the same opportunity. No, he was able to start the Falcons game. He had 2 turnovers. He had the same opportunity that you saw Kyle Allen deal with, and he shit the bed continuously, time and time again. I don't think he had a single touchdown this preseason.
And cue ball, no, Hendon Hooker was not waived. He was released. The Detroit Lions released Hendon Hooker.
You are trash!
Nick, aggressive Nick, but I mean, he's not wrong. He's been pretty trash in his opportunities so far with the Lions. He did not do enough to put himself over Kyle Allen, who went out there and he won a job, and he won that job in camp.
Oh, you want to front stat real quick? Courtesy of Jeremy Reisman, among 40 quarterbacks with at least 40 dropbacks this preseason, Hendon Hooker finished with the second worst passer rating with 36.1.
Yeah, not great. Not great, Bob.
He just couldn't. He couldn't process. He couldn't process the field.
No, he could not run the offense, and that is kind of indicative of that Tennessee offense being kind of gimmicky. It was really easy for Hendon Hooker in that offense, very basic reads that he was making, and when he had to get into a very complex scheme and a complex system in the Detroit Lions offense, he wasn't able to process it as well, and you're not going to change your offense based on your potential backup quarterback's abilities. Yeah. So if you can't run the offense that's in place for Jared Goff, you're not going to be able to back up this team.
Hendon Hooker finished the
season. Came in here and he ran the offense.
22 of 40 for 187 yards, 3 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, and 2 fumbles.
Not great, Bob.
That baby in a foul.
Not going to win a lot of jobs playing like that.
And you're 27 years old.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to,
And Kyle Allen played well. He went out there
Kyle
in his
balled.
last 3 games. He had 5 touchdowns and no interceptions. So
even the first game, the first interception on him. Second interception, should have been a flag. Tesla was shoved. And then there's a couple of them were drops. I think he was 12 for 16 in that game. Nick, what's your take on this? I know you're a big Hendon Hooker guy.
Right? Yeah, no, it's a swing and a miss, but I mean, it was worth the trade up. It was worth the risk because you didn't have Goff signed long term. This guy was a first round type talent before his injury, but I mean, there's just no reason to keep him. I've seen enough of Hendon Hooker, and obviously Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell have as well. Good luck to him if he does get picked up based on the name and based on the traits of him coming out, but what he's shown on the field, I don't see him really getting too many more opportunities in the NFL, to be quite frank.
Yeah, we're in a situation where it's just like, I know they have love for him. Obviously, he's been on the team for 3 years now, and you want to see him do great things. But like where we are as a football team is we can't really waste resources on trying to develop prospects that are probably never going to see the field because of Jared Goff being your starting quarterback. Like Hendon Hooker, and again, 27 years old at this point too. It's just like, again, wish you the best, but like we're not going to waste man hours and trying to develop you into a backup quarterback when we have Kyle Allen, who's obviously outperforming you now, that we can prep and prepare to be in games, and we have Jared Goff, who is trying to win a fucking Super Bowl. All due respect to him, we just can't afford the man hours in doing that right now.
And you can get anybody on the market that will be able to do what Hendon Hooker can do if need be.
And maybe
right
he
now you
finds
don't need
a system that fits him too. Like again, this one is based off of what Jared Goff does. It's very, very, very much rhythm and timing. And being unable to process the field, the defense specifically, you're not able to do that as Hendon Hooker. Like it's just this offense is not built for you. Maybe if you find like one that's really run and gun, or maybe you need a guy to come in to turn chicken soup into chicken shit, or vice versa. Apologize. Like, that might fit him, but it's not going to be here in the Detroit Lions
like
uniform.
chicken shit.
Some people may like chicken shit.
Yeah, I agree.
I comment on Justin's picture.
That guy probably does. But yeah, he could have run the offense flat out. You can't do that. There's no point of having you as a backup.
You're fired.
Kyle Allen has a lot of experience in the NFL. He's played over a season's worth of football as a starter, so they're more confident in him.
Some other news real quick, too, for the people that were wishful for whatever reason, even though we told you a million fucking times, it's never going to happen. Trey Hendrickson is working on a deal with the Cincinnati Bengals as we speak.
Yeah, they said they're getting
a 1-year
creative.
extension.
Yeah.
They give him a big, I'm sure, highly incentivized
It's probably
deal.
going to be like a $50 million 1-year contract.
$50 million.
Or highly guaranteed, or highly incentivized, like a little guaranteed, a little incentivization. Is that a word? Feels like.
Incentive. I think you just incentivize someone.
Yeah.
The act of incentivizing.
Yeah.
Incentivization.
We incentivize the contract. That's what they're doing. Either way, he's not going to be a Detroit Lion. But they did let go of another edge rusher in Mitchell Agood.
Yeah.
The guy we thought was a good player.
Waived a good
Yeah.
pass rusher. He'll
Probably end up back in the practice
He's going to
squad.
make it to the practice squad for sure.
I think Eddie Kennelly, I hope he makes it back to squad. I know they really liked him in camp.
I think
he even
he-
got some reps with the first team with the injuries of Kirby and Brian Branch for a couple days.
I'm not surprised with that. I think they're going to
'Cause he'll survive, though.
I think, he'll survive. He's going to make the practice squad.
That's fair.
I think Rock Yassin is going to be listed as a safety on the depth chart and not a cornerback. And
I wouldn't be
that's-
surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, we know he's going to be able to play both positions.
Yeah.
Because he looked fairly decent
Looked
as a
good.
safety.
Looked
Had some
good.
bad moments, I feel like, in the last
it's
one.
new
But again,
position.
first time he's done it since high school. So I'm not really tripping over that at all. Then Anthony Pittman also.
Yeah, Anthony Pittman gone. I think people kind of expected that one with Nowaski and Cunningham going to be the linebackers
Yeah.
that probably make this team outside of the guys that you expect to be there. Burn in the Woodward Sports Chat says,
Let that shit
Whoa! Also, it's not like Hooker was Trey Lance or Mitch Trubisky level. Miss on a third rounder, you grabbed Hooker. Yeah, it's
And this is why I say I don't feel like third rounders could be bust. Like, you kind of,
at least you didn't trade up for Hooker. Well, see,
they kind of did.
Broderick is going to be a bust.
Yeah, that's probably the name I expect him next.
I mean,
He had one good game.
he had a good game.
He had a good game.
Is that enough to keep him out of there? Probably not.
Probably not. You still kind of wait to
No.
see what
Hard
you got
pass.
in like Mekhi Wingo. They really like what they saw to Keith Cooper, although he plays a little bit of edge as well.
Yeah.
Broderick probably gone. But again, I don't even
Big
like,
body, bruh.
I think Nick, you're the one that said it. Like, I don't regret the draft pick either. You have to take those swings. You know, you can't
All
be.
right.
We can't play hindsight.
Another hold-in ends per Adam Schefter. The Bengals and Trey Hendrickson have reached an agreement today on a $14 million raise this year, boosting his 2025 salary to $30 million per sources.
Whoa!
Hendrickson's still scheduled to become an unrestricted free agent after the season. Wow.
Good for him.
Good for him.
So he got his money and
good
he
for
gets
the
his freedom at the end
Bengals,
of the year.
too.
Wait, so say how much guaranteed?
$30 million average annual salary this year.
So nothing on the
I
guarantees.
think they're just guaranteeing all
That's
of it.
probably up to 30 then, huh?
It's probably. I think it's they're just giving him $30 million this year because I think his stuff was guaranteed, and then they're probably just going to guarantee that extra money.
Yeah. Gucci.
He's betting on himself.
Good for him. Not gonna be Detroit line official. Can we stop that nonsense? I mean,
Maybe
you
at the
guys
deadline.
thought-
Candidate.
Yeah,
Great candidate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's when we can have that conversation.
Bengals start flopping. I would trade.
What do we have to give?
What do you
Second.
for half a year? Trey Hendrickson. I would give up a
Third.
second.
Third, second.
Third, yeah.
We have no thirds.
I would give up a second.
Isaac Tesla.
Tesla.
At the deadline, if the
Tesla.
Bengals fall apart and they're shopping, they're definitely going to flip Hendrickson for
They're
something.
not going to want to trade him into the AFC again.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Eh?
We go into
At the
Cincy.
deadline,
Eh?
we'll resume talks.
Yes.
Yeah.
For now,
Dead.
I hope I don't have to tell you to stop talking about it. But yeah, now it's dead. You done now, eh?
Skip is hurt, and we need a roster spot, says Runyon. We do have inside information from a source who will remain nameless that heard from Dan Skipper himself that he had an MRI recently.
Yeah.
So
And that he really likes the heavyweight show.
And that he likes the heavyweights a lot.
We actually met Dan Skip.
Dan Skipper's a very cool guy.
Skip.
And I feel kind of bad because
It's very weird. Taking a picture and just like at his waistline. Like,
Ben DiNucci posted a beer, and he was like, "Trust me, that parking lot or that airport beer after 7th time you've been cut from the NFL hits different." And Dan Skipper commented
who
under
is
it.
that guy?
Ben DiNucci is that quarterback for the Cowboys, and he won a couple games. But Skipper commented under it. He was like, "Yeah, I know the feeling, brother," because he's been cut like 10 times.
Yeah.
I commented under Skipper's reply. I was like, "You don't got to worry about that beer this time, Skip."
Oh, you're a piece of shit.
I mean,
Damn,
I felt
Spenny.
like
You're-
I felt like he was for sure gonna make the roster.
You're a real piece of
Yeah,
work.
I gotta message him later, be
Congratulations.
Like,
You
ooh,
played
sorry,
yourself.
dude. Freezing cold takes on that one. For
You can
sure.
stay on my couch.
Should I freezing cold take myself?
But
But Skipper, he's like I said, he's gonna play for
Get
the
ahead of
Detroit
it.
Lions
Yeah.
this year. They're doing something.
Unless the injuries
persists.
you know, yes, injury some.
But I still
Or if
think
that'd be like a medical
Yeah.
release situation. Yeah, we would have heard about that.
he's yeah. I do feel kind of like a dick now, but he's
I,
gonna play for the team this year.
I will say this because I'm saying Skip will be back. Obviously, there's no confirmation on that. That's just a gut feeling
Yeah.
that I have, and I have a pretty big gut, so I go with it sometimes.
That is fair.
Justin Rogers did say, though, let me find it real quick. It makes it sound like it may be done. He says, "I am as surprised as anyone by Skipper's release. He filled in for Decker. Flash, typical swing tackle versatility. I like Jamarco Jones, too, but he had a lot of minor things that knocked him out of practices this season. I'd be lying if I thought Manu was ready." So from him, when he knows some people,
Yeah.
I would expect him to say Skip's going to come back or something like that. He went on talking about Manu, Jamarco Jones, who also worked very closely with Manu and Taylor Decker in Arizona this year, too.
Breaking news from
the
Nolan
offseason, I
Bianchi.
should
The Detroit Lions have waived wide receiver Jackson Meeks. They plan to place him on the practice squad if he clears waivers. So, again,
Ooh, to all those people that are in my comment section,
Yeah.
you can suck my
that's what
fat.
I'm saying.
Sorry.
Jackson
Gut.
Meeks, I'm pretty. We knew Lovett was a no. I'm pretty sure we all expected Jackson Meeks to get waived because they're only going to carry 5 receivers, and you know who those guys are. Hopefully,
They're gonna carry 7 receivers.
no. We've
A
never.
lot of those in my comments. DB reporter saying 7 receivers. I'd be really surprised they kept 7 receivers. They have not done that at all
Ever.
at any point during this 10 year. And there were times
When they
this
could've.
roster was a lot less certain than it is right now.
They
You
have
didn't
kept
have a
5
Tesla.
receivers.
Yeah, you didn't have a Raymond. Like, no, there were times you could have and should have kept 6, 7. They didn't. Wasn't
Adiz
gonna happen
says
this year.
Lovett is making. No, he's not.
No.
Come on, dude. What are we doing? If Meeks didn't make it, you think Lovett is? Lovett has been hot ass.
He had in camp, not I don't know in the games. In camp, he had a lot of good special team reps. I will say that he's pretty good at blocking. But I don't expect.
But
him
you
to
got
make
Khalil Dorsey back now. You don't need him.
Yeah, my official roster predictions. It was Flacco, Jody gone, and Lovett gone too.
Yeah, Jody Jackson. Don't call me Jody Meeks.
Jody.
Probably going to get picked up by another team.
For
I
sure.
would be surprised if he cleared waivers.
Unless Dan Campbell called him, picked up the phone. And he's like,
You fucking
Listen,
touch
man.
this kid, I'll kill you.
"You pick up Jackson, I'm gonna break your fucking fingers." All right, got it.
Burn in the Woodward Sports Chat with a super chat.
Whoa!
He says, "Listen, Big Z just went out to get milk." It's fair. It's fair.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
I hope.
Lions only keeping 5 receivers. Yep, I agree, Mark Terrell.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I got a lot of backlash for it for whatever reason.
People were, yeah, I did too.
I can scroll down. We'll go through some of those comments at some point if you like. But as of now.